Yeah, it was done. Yeah. I thought it was on, but he just wasn't getting picked up for some reason.
Yeah, because we can hear me through the headphones and everything.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Very strange.
Well, that's why once after that episode, that's when you started checking everybody individually because we realized that, oops. Yeah, we didn't post it, right?
You could just have me in subtitles. That'd be kind of cool.
What do
That would be hilarious.
Show transcript?
Yeah, yeah.
Closed captioning for
And
the
it would
hearing
be
impaired.
all gangster. Smash a White Claw. Are you drinking?
We should get one of those court reporters to sit behind here and just type everything out.
I should get you to do a shoey scoop.
So gross.
You can take it at my heels.
You do a shot out of the fucking
Are you talking about when you chug a beer out of the boot?
Not
Yeah,
these bad
yeah.
boys.
shoeys.
Shoey.
It's a white thing.
Don't
for sure.
they do
It's
it?
No, it's
actually,
an Australian thing.
It's
Yeah,
an
is
it?
Aussie thing.
Don't
yeah.
you-
Actually, I think they do it in like some
Hey, but-
countries in Europe too.
Is this your spot?
Don't they like
Shoeys.
Don't they pour it down the ass crack too? And
Oh, I hope not in my country because that's fucking embarrassing. It is a great party.
Yeah, that
but-
shouldn't be embarrassing. That's
No,
fun.
If guys do it off guys' asses, then yeah, because
yeah, that's a little much.
yeah.
I've definitely
It's
done it off a
fucking
stripper's ass.
great.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Sounds
I've
good.
never been better.
Yeah.
Ziggs, you want to stay
You're
with
very
me?
convincing.
Yes.
I've never been better.
Sorry,
I'm
Steve,
quite
just-
good.
Oh, is this a new thing?
No. It's because I got it for New Year's,
Oh damn.
He's
but I
making
never
up.
worn it. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to wear it this show and then throw it away. So I
Alright.
get one use out of
Why
it.
would you
You're
throw
not
it
gonna-
away?
you're not
Somebody
gonna
might want
return
that.
Huh?
Yeah. Where's the tag? Did you take the tag off? By the way, you do have a tag popping up the front if you want to fix that.
Your royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Yeah.
What? Is that a crown?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know it is, but it doesn't
Like a-
look like a crown.
Jubilee, gangster
yeah,
Jubilee. That's why it's
Never heard
black.
of a black king before?
Yeah.
Wait, was Kangs.
K.
Kangs.
It's spelled Kangs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Kangs.
Kangs.
Z.
Even with a Z, yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, so we in there?
You
Yeah,
wanna-
we're recording.
You want to do the intro?
All right.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 132 of The Tasteless Gentleman. We have a lot of random shit to do and new people to...
Oh, shit. Party foul number
That was
4.
perfect.
And you're out! Get out!
Well, since you went ahead and spilled, we can go ahead and introduce Jess, all the way from fucking Australia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you.
For those who don't know, we do have quite the fan base in that continent, in that country.
Yeah, we need to get there.
They don't
one
have
day.
much better to do over there, so.
Yeah, it's a convict nation.
It is, and half of it's on fire, so we have to have some sort of
That is true.
relief.
Only half? That seems like an underestimate.
You're not wrong.
And then we have Kang Dom.
Martin
Sorry.
Luther Blank.
My bad.
Fuck.
And we have Alex.
His accountant.
Yeah.
And then we
that's
have
right.
Scoop and Ziggs.
I am here. Ziggs is so hot.
He is really warm.
Dude, he's the fluffiest he's ever been.
He runs hot.
Yeah. Well, I should probably groom him. He probably needs. Yeah. He's probably
Yeah.
The
uncomfortable.
summer's coming up.
Yeah,
Poor
give him a
guy's gonna be
Caesar
suffering.
fade. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's
Oh,
getting
Jesus.
groomed before it gets hot.
It's not summer right now. It's like 70 outside and sunny.
I know. To him, he's probably like 115.
Can you give a dog a fade?
Yeah.
I'm sure you
I'm
could.
sure.
Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
How
Is
would
that
you do
legal?
it though? Like fade up from the paws?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fade
yeah,
up
for
from
the
the pause.
paws.
You know what I mean?
Do you know how ridiculous
No,
that would
you
look?
fade up this way.
Yeah.
If we get a
from the back.
mohawk, yeah.
That would look so
Fuck.
fucking absurd.
Get a
It
dog.
dude, it had to be done. I guarantee it's somewhere on the internet.
Get
Yeah,
a dog
yeah,
do-rag. You know what I mean? Give him some waves.
No, fuck all that. Give him a bowl cut.
He's got that look right now. He's like, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you are. I
We
really
are.
do.
We are, buddy.
Um,
It's all right.
So, what do we got for announcements today?
So the party is
Yep.
happening on
February 8th.
February 8th.
Yep. Is
we
there a
have the
time
venue.
that this is starting? Do we need to mention that or just?
You know what? That's a good point. We haven't put out a time yet. I didn't even think about that. Because to me, it just starts the 8th. It's all day through the 9th. But, that makes sense. Okay. But I'll put out the time on Discord. But yes, that's on the 8th. The venue will be on Discord. We will communicate through Discord. If you want to join the party, jump on our Discord.
Yes.
You can find that through the Patreon.
I mean, the Discord's a party in and of itself. Let's be honest.
it really is.
It
Yeah.
is.
It really is. That's why Jess is here. We'll get to that in a minute.
Exactly.
But yeah, everything's going through Discord. What else? T-shirts. We have a bunch of new funny T-shirts out. T-shirt club people. I feel okay. I have to go through this every single month. I don't hate you. I
Yeah.
love you all. But I have to explain. okay, when you buy a normal t-shirt from our store,
Yeah.
it gets shipped normally. That's a normal process where we it gets shipped from our
What do
factory.
you mean when you emphasize the normally? Like you're talking about snail mail in a truck in a package?
No. Let's just say you are a random person off Google. You go funnyt-shirts.com, right? And you get to shop.tastesgentlemen, right?
Yes.
And you buy a t-shirt. That's shipped. That has nothing to do with the t-shirt club.
Okay.
So the
oh,
t-shirt
you're
club-
saying that those two are separate
Yes.
entities.
Yes.
Okay,
Now
I
the
got it.
t-shirt club is a whole different thing. Your
Yes.
t-shirt comes in the middle of the month.
Yes.
Of the month of the t-shirt club, right?
Yeah.
And you have to tell me your size and the design you want. You get a message through Patreon. We have a little interaction. I send you a dick pic. The whole thing's
damn.
nice, right?
Allegedly.
Why wasn't I told this?
You have to
Fuck.
join. You have to join.
Fuck me.
But so that's a whole different process. So just people keep asking me why, do I have to wait a whole month when I order a t-shirt off the store? No, that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Only if
Totally
you live in
different
Australia, then yeah.
thing. Yeah, unless you're in Australia, yes, but that's not my fault. So t-shirt club. So we're pretty much caught up. There's a few people that have never responded to me. So
Fuck off.
I don't know what else. I keep
Tough
sending them
shit.
messages
Yeah.
like,
I
So
can't help
we
you.
will be wearing your shirts.
Yeah.
There was a guy
Send
who
it to
said,
me.
I never, he's like, what the fuck? He had a, he took off his Discord or the t-shirt club. He got off of there. He's like, you guys never sent me a t-shirt. And I showed him screenshots of like 10
Sure.
messages I sent to
Where
him.
you were
like,
asking what he wanted?
I was like, hey, which t-shirt?
They never responded.
Or there was another guy who didn't have, he didn't give me the address. And I kept asking him. He's like, where the fuck's my t-shirt? We don't have your address. Anyway, that's
Fuck.
pretty much caught up for the month of January. Yeah. I made a jiu-jitsu shirt for
yeah,
me,
today,
Shoni.
right?
Yeah, I thought it was fucking hilarious.
That was fucking hilarious.
And there's
That was
also
gold.
To the Moon.
I saw
To
that.
the moon, Alex.
Yes.
Wait, Dom, speaking of jiu-jitsu, how is that
Yo.
going for you?
You really want to know?
Yes, fuck yeah, I
Yes.
want to
Check
know.
this out. This is what happened.
This is why I asked.
This is why
Like,
we're
3 days
here.
ago, right? We were doing arm bars, and I was with my partner, and I was telling him, I was like, yo, man, like when you do it, you gotta like thrust your hips up, you know what I mean, to really
Yeah.
get that crank.
Like
Get
the
that extra
momentum, the
inch.
leverage.
Yeah, get some balls on the elbow.
Yeah.
And I was like, you really got crank. He's like, how? He's like, show me. I was like, all right, man. And I got his arms like this. I fucking farted in his fucking face. I was so embarrassed. I was like, dude, I am so sorry. He was like, that's one way to get a guy to tap out.
Like, was it a gnarly, like a bad one?
It was like, it came out of nowhere, dude. Like, for real. Like,
It came out of
even know?
somewhere.
Dude,
We-
swear
You
to
didn't even
God.
have the bubble guts?
no, nothing. It was just yark, right in his fucking mouth.
That came from
Oh.
deep down. That one wasn't ready to come out. That one was still,
man.
that one was
Fuck.
still in the works. Then
Holy
you just forced
shit.
it out.
And
Jesus.
just to clarify for someone who's never seen this before,
Yeah.
with your legs or your knees are basically over their face, and your butt is right next to their ear.
So
It's
realistically, having said that, how close was your asshole to his face?
Bro, it was like pretty much ass to mouth.
Wow, like the human centipede.
Human centipede.
And so you farted in his mouth.
Pretty much farted in his
So
fucking
he
mouth.
probably
yes.
had your poo particles in his mouth.
Probably, I was
Oh.
so embarrassed. He's like, "Don't worry, dude, it happens." I was like, "Dog, I've been rolling like I mean, for a little bit." I never knew that was a thing.
I've never
I
had
heard
one that
them.
bad. I have farted though when I was trying to do
Oh,
something
man.
kind of explosive and
Shit.
Like, dude, you never, like, if you're doing crunches or push-ups,
Yeah.
sometimes you just...
That was me in the fucking gym. Some
Really?
guy,
Well,
he
oh, you
my
farted
mouth.
or-
No,
Oh.
fucking did not fart. I'm a
Women don't
female.
fart.
We don't fart. No. I had just walked over to go pick up some fucking weights, and someone I walked into it. My mouth was fucking open because I was panting. It was fucking horrific. They
Like,
don't.
he farted and then left, or he was
No,
still there?
he was doing crunches. He was doing exactly as you said.
Yeah.
Like clearly couldn't control his fucking sphincter.
The best ones are the running farts where you're like... With each step, you're just squeezing a little more out. I can't believe you did that, Dom.
I was so
I'm so
embarrassed.
glad I asked you about jiu-jitsu just for that reason.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna keep that
That
one
was
to
good.
myself.
Nah, you
No,
can't.
no, you
It's
That
too
was in the
good.
archive. You know what I mean?
No,
That's too good.
No.
Yeah, I was embarrassed.
That
I
was
almost
great.
left. I was like, dude, if you want
I
to
mean,
switch
was it
partners,
like an exceptionally like bad smelling fart?
nah.
Just
You know what I mean?
loud it.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You shit in his mouth, basically.
I mean, if Dom farted in the room, I would be offended.
Yes. I mean, if you had eaten those fucking Frito pies beforehand, like I don't want
Fucking-
to.
Can you imagine that? Like Mountain Dew and
Oh.
Frito pies and shit.
Newport is
And
fucking.
Dom just farts in your mouth.
Fucking nuclear.
I'm surprised he didn't vomit.
You say that, but fart from broccoli and asparagus and
Oh,
shit like that
yeah,
is disgusting.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah,
I am
that
on my
is-
second week of my plant-based diet, so.
Ooh.
Wait, whoa.
Oh.
Nigga,
Wait, really?
eating healthy, yeah, bro.
Like you're strict, no meat.
No, I mean, I still dabble. You know, I had chicken.
Dabble.
Okay,
before.
then it's not
Yeah.
totally plant
Wait,
based.
I do want to point out though that plant-based could include Fritos.
No, that is not a non-plant based food.
Oh, do we know?
I mean,
Shit.
Dom, this you're
Tell
turning
me all the ingredients in a
you're turning over a whole new leaf. I'm
Yeah,
just
man.
like
Literally.
amazed.
Lunch and dinner.
Literally.
What prompted that? Was this his influence?
I mean, yeah, he's always
Yeah.
talking shit like, "Oh, that's gonna give you cancer,
I mean, he ain't wrong.
diabetes."
He ain't wrong.
Diabetes.
He ain't wrong.
So all right, then let me switch it up a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Plant-based.
So you do have some meat, but it's predominantly like plant.
Yeah, pretty much all day. You know what I mean? No meat. Every once, like on the weekends, you know what I mean? I'll eat like I had fucking wings and things. And
Yeah,
cheese
yeah.
fries.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Come
Did
on,
you
man.
know? Do you honestly notice a difference?
No, not yet.
it doesn't happen overnight.
No,
I know, that's
it
why I
takes
asked.
time.
That's why I asked.
It
It's
does.
been 2 weeks.
It takes
Yeah.
time.
No, it takes time.
It takes
Just
us
one piece
a
of
month.
kale.
This isn't fucking working.
You know that meme stonks?
Yeah. It does take time, especially because your diet hasn't exactly been stellar for
No.
a long
Well,
time.
fucking wait, man. I'm waiting
Like
for
4
peak
weeks.
performance.
Yeah.
What can you get that's vegetarian now? Wings and things. The celery.
Chips.
Yeah, and the fucking they say chips, we say French fries.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Sorry.
Believe me, I've
Yeah.
realized there are a lot of fucking words they say in that country that we
Absolutely.
don't say
No,
here.
you won't.
Fucking reckon?
You reckon, mate? Fuck.
Dude, that was all for the announcements? Yes?
Yeah,
Or
I
do we have
believe
anything
so.
else? So
Yeah.
party the 8th,
Party's the 8th. Yeah.
dinner and well, we're doing dinner with the winner.
with the winner. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Is that
Yeah.
a shirt?
it should be dinner.
Dinner with the winner.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna be, and whoever else is going. I don't know if you guys are going, but
No,
there's
fuck you all.
there's an Airbnb party that's happening before I'll be there. And
like
then
an actual party? I knew you said that they
I
were
mean,
getting one.
They
but
wanna get crazy.
I'm there for
Yeah.
sure.
They've
I'll
got
have-
it. Yeah.
Zig, I'm bringing Zigs.
I'm gonna have my
Ziggy will
ball
love it.
bag out of the shorts. I'm
Oh.
wearing shorts,
Oh.
ball bag out, all
Make sure
crusty.
they're denim. Like,
For 10
Yes,
bucks.
That's all he wears are like the cutoff denim.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah,
That's
true.
so scoop.
That's
Oh.
Coochie cutters.
How many?
Coochie.
Oh, fucking hell.
For $10, Dom will fart on your head.
Yeah, that's gonna cost you extra.
$10. Is that it? Fuck. I mean, that's like 20 Australians. Right?
Yeah, Dom, there may very well be people on the Discord that would pay good money to have you do that.
Yes, yeah.
Part of the fucking-
100%.
that's disgusting.
I know one for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Native.
Yo, so when I
Fuck.
first walked in, it's crazy. I didn't put two and two together who she was.
Yeah.
I just thought you just had a foreign bad bitch with you. I'm like, damn, my nigga Bradley with the foreign chicks.
Yeah, she's the infamous fucking notorious Jess from Discord,
it
dude.
took me a while. It took me like 10
Yeah.
minutes. I was like, wait a minute. And I pulled up
I believe that's
Discord.
what you put on customs was foreign bad bitch.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I come into the
It's just
country.
FBB for sure.
Are you importing anything? This bomb ass pussy.
This ass.
Badass.
Man, you can't say bomb.
You can't say bomb. I would get fucking spear tackled.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even put two and two together.
And then once you realize, you're like, oh shit,
yeah, I
it's
even
Jess.
asked, I was like, who the fuck?
Who's this bitch? Who the fuck?
I looked at Discord, I saw the side view, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
When did you
asked
do
for,
that?
We asked for questions to add. We're doing Ask an Aussie. Come on.
There's a million of them here.
True. You can just, yeah.
Yeah, so Jess is one of our admins on our Discord.
Yes.
One of
Yes, the only female.
the
admin.
only female admin.
For now, I mean, if you post enough nudes,
That's true.
suck enough dick. I don't know.
Do what
How do you
gotta
think I got here?
You didn't pay for a flight.
Yeah, no, I paid for my
Yeah, let's
flight.
clarify that. This has nothing to do with the
No.
contest.
The real contest winner is.
They're not going to believe that.
No, they're not.
They'd be so
They-
pissed.
they
or
would
they
be.
know, they'd just be like, I fucking knew
Yes, yeah. I
Fucking
mean,
liars.
fuck me. You guys all wanted me to come out here, so fuck.
it. Speaking of which,
For the
have
show.
you still chatting with the winner? What's his name again?
Matthew?
Matt.
Yeah,
That's right.
I haven't spoken to him since we set everything up. But
Yeah, but I said
But
it.
everything's like taken care of, everything's
Yeah.
booked, ready to go. Okay.
yeah, it should be fucking fun.
Yeah.
But
How
that's-
many people are we talking who are going to come out here?
So I have 40 people confirmed that off of Discord,
Are you
and
fu-
but I
really?
don't know who
That's not
else.
bad.
I'm sure there's people that are not on Discord that are coming down.
And there are probably
but-
some people who won't be able to come for last minute reasons.
Yeah.
things
Have
like
we
that.
secured venues, plural? yet?
Yes, yeah.
We are.
yeah.
Can we say that or no?
I'm gonna put that on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it's easier to communicate.
I agree.
And people got all these questions. Scoop. I love you all, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got a life. I got shit to do. I got the old bird to feed.
The old bird.
If I give you my PayPal, will you send me money? I'm broke. What am I sending you?
I was gonna ask you.
Dick pics. Dick pics.
I was about to start a GoFundMe for my rent next month. What the fuck are you talking about? That is true.
So yeah, we're gonna do Ask an Aussie.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think didn't we have a couple stories we wanted to fucking get out of the way?
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Talk about OBJ.
Sex,
Yeah.
Yes.
OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. Was I think they had like a warrant out for his arrest for.
Can you clarify
Yeah,
who that-
clarify who that is.
Yeah, I'm
Odell
Australian.
Beckham Jr. is a receiver for the Browns. He was at the national championship game, LSU. He went to LSU, and he was celebrating with the team after they won.
That's to do with the goofy hair, right?
Yeah,
he's-
the blonde tips
Yeah,
or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so what happened is after you win a national championship, you tend to want to celebrate. One of the players started to spark up a cigar in the locker room.
Hey.
As you should.
As you should.
You're a champion. Yeah, you do it on the fucking
Wait, this was the after the game and they were celebrating?
No, it was halftime. But
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking. No,
Like the 60s,
Yeah.
like back in the day.
Jesus.
just doing coke in the stall.
Yeah.
So it's after the game, and
Yeah.
everybody's celebrating. He sparks up a cigar, and this dude, who's a security guard, mind you, not even a fucking cop, goes up and he tells the dude, he's like, "Hey, you need to put that out, or I'm gonna do a citizen's arrest."
What?
The security guard.
Security guard, yeah. He tried to play it off like he was a cop.
What? First thing you do is check his waist for that strap.
Top flight security in the world, Craig.
Oh.
I mean, would anyone take anyone seriously if the words coming out of their mouth were "citizens arrest"? Citizens arrest!
That must have been a thing.
I
at
mean, can you
some
imagine
point. Sorry,
someone?
I'll let you
Can you
continue,
imagine
but-
someone stopping like "citizens arrest" and you're like, "Oh shit, sorry, my bad."
Please don't tell.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so go on.
So he like slaps. He like goes. Odell Beckham goes and kind of like slaps him in the back. Not like super hard, but hard enough to get his attention. He's like kind of like giving him shit and talking shit to him, and then he goes and files a police report.
The guy?
Yeah, the guy.
Oh my gosh!
For assault?
fuck's sake,
For assault,
dude.
yeah.
Fuck.
For
off.
simple assault, I think was the.
Is there video of this
Yeah.
happen? Okay.
Yeah, it's
There's
nothing like-
video of this.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I mean, technically, yeah, you could, you know, file a charge or whatever.
I
but
mean,
like,
if I'm a
slap, like, psh,
if I'm a rent-a-cop though and
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
making shit for money, I might try to do the same thing.
it definitely wasn't like
Hey,
hey
bud.
bud, you know, it was
He's like-
it was more like I'm fucking with you like that, you know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like he was trying to like knock him out
Yeah.
or
like a
some
subtle
shit.
ice.
Yeah. Ooh.
I know that vibe though, where you're like,
Yeah.
you saw him on the back, you're like, you good? You good? Because you want to see
Yeah.
you get him worked
Of
up.
course.
You know, you good, bro? Are you good?
But yeah, so like, they filed a fucking report to have a warrant out for his arrest or some shit like that.
Wow.
What kind of world is this?
I ask myself that every day.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
and even I know there's obviously rules about like smoking indoors and shit like that, but those go out the fucking window after a shit like a national
Well, there's
championship.
exceptions to rules like that, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure guys have drank champagne out of many a vagina in a locker room after fucking winning a championship. That's probably not legal either.
Yeah.
I wish I was a champion.
I mean, there's some awful shit they do to the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sure.
to the cup itself?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
What?
just jit? Like
Yeah,
everybody
like,
stands in a
yes,
circle
yeah,
and
just-
just a
jerks
Stanley
off?
Cup Bukkake.
Like,
God
you
damn.
can Google it. There's like crazy fucking stories about because you get so after you win the Stanley Cup,
Yeah.
you get it. Each player gets to keep it for like a week or something.
Oh, they
like
give
that.
it to each player?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They make a new one every year? Or is it the same one?
It's the same. I think it's the same one. I don't know if they remake it or whatever, but they keep on adding on to it.
That's I mean,
yeah.
Well, add it on to next year.
Yeah, because they add like I don't know if it's all the players' names, like the teams or whatever. it is
like
on
a
it.
placard or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine
that
year
thing.
3000. Like, that motherfucker's like so fucking tall.
on a truck.
So you're saying that when each individual player has the fucking Stanley Cup, they're doing some weird shit at home?
Everywhere they bring it with them everywhere. They do all kinds of crazy shit. Like there was a story where like one of them had it like at the bottom of his pool for like a pool party.
What?
Dude, that's fucking lit.
yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
and then there's people like
That is cool.
filling it up with booze and like chugging at it.
You see,
and,
that
like,
makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
that sounds pretty standard if you had a championship trophy going
Like
around.
a pimp cup.
Exactly.
Yeah, that hat
You
on.
need a pimp
Yeah.
cup. Get this man a fucking pimp cup.
You think we could get a replica made and just go around one night with it and act like we won the Stanley Cup?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
You pull that off.
I think because hockey players don't really stand out. They're not like NBA or football dudes.
Well,
Like,
I mean, they don't have teeth.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, you could black out some of your fucking teeth.
And they're not black, so. I
Yeah.
mean,
Hey, hold on.
Hold on.
There's two.
No, there's a handful now.
Yeah.
Handful.
There's a handful.
But literally, that's what it is, a handful.
All right, so
Like that.
5.
Yeah. I mean, two of the best players in the hockey right now are black.
We dominate,
Really?
nigga. We
They white
dominating.
chicks.
Yeah.
If it ain't white, it ain't right.
We dominating this bitch.
Oh, fucking hell.
I feel like there was another story that you mentioned.
Oh yeah, last weekend I was at so the old bird.
Dude, I sent you that fucking little like pseudo video meme that what's his face made. I can't fucking remember it. Did you get it?
I don't.
It was
I don't
David
do anything.
Hasselhoff flying, and it was you dubbed over it, like doing the caca.
Never saw it.
Did you
Alright.
make that?
No,
Where
I
did-
didn't.
Oh,
Somebody
I
on
was gonna
Instagram
say.
did.
I'm
I'll
very
check that
impressed.
Yeah, I'll
That's
show you later.
hilarious.
It's good.
So the old bird had she had some friends coming to town, maybe 8 people from the East Coast, and so they rented a nice house in Mission Bay or whatever, right? So one of the girls that was there brought her boyfriend of like 3 weeks, so they don't really
Oh.
they don't really know each other.
No, not at all.
That's a terrible
Brave.
fucking idea.
Brave.
And awesome.
Wait. Is this the same weekend when you were venturing out into PB for to Firehouse? Or is this a
Yeah,
different-
that was the same day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much doing dry January, just taking a little break from drinking.
Dry January.
Dry January.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get the
Yeah.
gay.
but after about 20 minutes at breakfast and watching these fucking idiots take shots, I was like, give me a fucking beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing over here?
So dry January lasted like all of 12 days.
Well,
Yes.
it was only one day. It was, it's only one day of drinking. We'll be
Didn't
all right.
count.
Yeah, it didn't count. So anyway, we're hanging out for most of the day. Everything's pretty smooth. I would say about 7:30, maybe 6, we get to the house they rented. They got like a big old Airbnb in Mission.
Yeah.
And that's where the arguments start.
Oh, between the two?
Ooh, buddy!
Wait, you're talking about the new couple.
The new couple. And
Over what?
okay, it started like this, where he is jabbing her with little comments. Like, oh yeah, we're hanging out because she was saying hi to all these. She used to work in the industry,
Yeah.
down here. So
Like bartender or something?
yeah, she's
to
a
that effect?
bartender, so
Okay.
she knows
Every
single bartender,
Of course.
every single bouncer, the DJs, everybody.
It's just
people
that industry. That's
and
how
she's
it
been
is.
she's
yeah.
been gone for 3-4 months, so now she's back, and they're like, oh my god, good to
Yeah,
see
of
you.
course.
Yeah.
And also,
It's been so long. How's it going?
knowing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
industry, she fucked a lot of them.
Oh,
I'm about to say
I got
it,
to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, like,
For sure.
Okay, no,
I'll
side
get to
story.
that.
No,
Yes.
side story. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. We'll go back to the main story. I was out with this chick once, and so he's not wrong in saying this because I was out with this chick once, and in a big group, and we were at a bar, and her boyfriend was at the bar. She left with the dude, fucked the dude in the car,
Oh,
in his fucking
what?
car, and then came back to the bar. I didn't know though. I didn't know,
Oh,
and the old
man.
bird told me later. I was like, oh, this.
That's-
bitch.
Wait, so her
Scumbag.
boyfriend was bartending.
Yes,
She's
And we
in his bar.
Yes.
She meets a dude there or someone she knew.
Someone she knew.
Goes out, fucks
In
him
the
in a
parking
car,
lot.
and then comes, dude.
Oh, and the
Oh,
park. I
man.
don't want to say this the
No.
spot,
Yeah.
but it's
No.
okay. You know the spot that
He got a point.
in PB that there's a 7-Eleven right next to it.
Oh,
that,
yes.
that parking lot
Oh, yes.
is out in the open.
Hey, I DJ there.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh.
I mean, that's a different level of fucked up.
That shit
That
was
is,
dope.
yeah.
I tip my hat to her.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so that's
Side story.
yeah. So,
Okay, so they're fighting.
okay, so they're fighting. He's saying really rude shit to her, like, "I bet you fucked that dude." All right, maybe. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But
Fair
he's
assumption.
saying stuff like it's really weird, like jabbing, almost that negging thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was negging her. He's a nigger.
Oh. What's a
fucking
nigger?
I forgot about that. Neggers are worthless.
Oh, I'm taking that clip.
Neg. Let it be the record show I said it Negher.
So, okay, Jess, could you imagine if you're hanging out with a dude and he would just say little comments, well, you're kind of fat.
Shut up.
Like, no, dead serious. Like, shit
Really?
like that. She'd be dancing.
Fuck.
She'd be dancing. He's like, come on, babe, you look kind of fat.
Wow.
And she's not. She's very fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he would just like, oh, fucking whore. Like, she was dancing on my old bird. They're just drunk
But
and
that's
being
kid, like
drunk,
that's
having
two
fun.
girls.
Yeah, we're in a house, they're all having
Yeah.
fun. Everyone's,
No,
throwing
no.
water and shit, being ridiculous.
Fucking hell.
And yeah, he was just saying shit like that. And this goes on for a while. It got so uncomfortable that I said something like, all right, man, enough. Like, come on, we're having fun.
You actually
And that
said
you
something.
had to say something.
Yeah, I was like, come on, like enough already. Like, we're having fun. There's no need. You don't need to be rude.
Wait, did you know the dude?
I don't know him. He was pretty
See,
chill.
but that's what I'm saying. For you to intervene and say something, I feel like it would take a lot.
Yeah, it did.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
a couple hours of this.
So he was just being a flat out dick the whole time.
Whole fucking time.
What did he like? Did you figure out why?
I did kind of figure out why later.
Ah,
There's reason.
there's
Yeah,
more
okay,
to
that's
the
what I was
story.
wondering.
So this goes on
Liz.
for a lot of the night, and they're going back and forth. She's going to the one of the bedrooms and crying.
Oh, fuck that.
Right?
This is 3 weeks though. This should
Yes,
not be
no,
happening.
this is like a year
I mean,
in.
it's better her cry in the bedroom than in front of everybody and make a scene.
also true. Also true.
Yeah, it's very considerate of
Bitch,
her. I
take
agree.
this to another room.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the second girl to cry that night.
Oh,
Actually.
fuck me. What?
Alex is sleeping fine.
Music to my ears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a baby.
Alex has gone to bed already listening to that shit.
Oh, can you hear that?
Like music to my ears.
It's like a crackling fire. and
Exactly.
birds chirping.
A babbling brook.
Roasted
Fuck me.
chestnuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So okay, she keeps going to the room crying. I'm outside with him and we're talking and
And this is all at the Airbnb, right?
yeah. There's only me, him, and one other dude there. So and there's like I don't know, like 6 girls or something like that.
Who's
so,
the other dude?
He's my girl's friend. I know him. He's chill.
Okay, so he came with them.
No, he lives here. He lives here.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, so now we're outside talking, and I'm like, dude, what is going on? What's the deal here? You know, like I'm having fun. This is hilarious. You know, I'm not involved. I don't give a fuck. I'm not arguing with my old
Yeah,
bird.
yeah.
I'm
No,
just-
no.
This is hilarious. Ask him what the deal is. He's like, dude, she's in there right now talking to her ex-boyfriend on FaceTime.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, I gotta go see.
Yeah, I
so
would too.
I'm like, all right, so I go in there, open the door, and there she is talking on FaceTime, crying. He's like, it's okay, baby, it'll be all
Really?
right.
You
I'll see
actually saw this?
I was standing in
Fuck.
the room. Okay, open the door. The bed is, right in front of the
Yeah.
door, and she's lying on the bed facing away from me with FaceTime.
So you could immediately see the phone.
And there's this
just
black
see a
guy
big-
lurking in the back.
I'm here for the game, baby.
I'm like, oh, bitch, you lied. You lied to me. You lied to me.
So she's
my God.
wow, really?
She was actually FaceTiming him.
But then my next question would be, why the fuck are these two even dating? Like, why would you
Yes.
date? Like,
I don't know.
at 3 weeks,
if
I'm
it's only
gone.
3 weeks, it sounds like it was a hookup where they might have not.
Yeah, they
communicated
weren't
properly.
together.
Convenience.
They're from
Yeah.
a smaller town on the East Coast,
Oh, okay.
and they all know each other for a really long time.
So it's
But
just
Sounds incestuous.
Yes,
exa-
incest
yes,
sex,
yeah,
but-
nasty,
okay.
yeah.
good.
But yeah, that was kind of the whole. It was a hilarious night though, because then she came back out and they're still arguing, and then she went back in and FaceTimed him later.
What the fuck?
And I'm fucking laughing.
I
I think
would've
it's the
been
funniest
too,
shit
yeah.
ever. Yeah.
Oh man.
So not only like is it bad for you, and if you're that dude that's there out on the trip with her, but like what does that say about the ex-boyfriend?
yeah.
They still fucking.
They fucking.
Still fucking.
And-
Quick detail about the ex-boyfriend that I found out.
Oh,
Drug
oh.
dealer.
It got juicy. No.
11-inch penis.
He has a 35-inch dick.
Around.
Drives a Ferrari. No, he lives at the girl's dad's house.
What the fuck?
Wait, his girlfriend's father's house?
No, the ex.
What?
So the one she's FaceTiming, she's basically FaceTiming her own house. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah.
He lives with him.
With her- with
the
her
ex
dad.
lives with her dad.
And you people wonder why we look down on small town America.
I mean, this sounds like it's made up.
Fuck. Yes.
It was great. I didn't find that out until way later in the night. I'm like, wait, he lives at the fucking.
That's amazing. You can't write this shit.
If I ever found out that my parents were like still communicating with my ex, I would lose my shit.
yeah.
Unless you're a real dirtbag.
I mean, but would you really be that upset if it was like years later? Because like I feel like you wouldn't care at that point.
I mean, it would just be like it would be weird as fuck.
I
Like,
agree.
what?
I don't think there's any circumstances under which that would not be weird.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if it's been years since you split, at that point, I'd be like, whatever. My mom liked her, so
Yeah.
they still check in via email.
What, and
Yeah.
trade recipes? Like what?
I don't know.
I
They-
think depending on the relationship.
yeah, they check in. Hey, how's your life?
Yeah.
How's everything going? Okay, cool.
That's a good point.
On their AOL.com
Okay,
emails.
that would be like that would be like okay. Like you send Christmas cards, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's different than like
That's
chatting
some
on a
white
regular
shit.
basis.
well,
and,
if
like,
that's what I'm saying.
and
If,
like getting dinner and drinks every once in a
if
while.
you're doing
like,
that, then yes, I agree 100%. That's weird. And at that point, I'll pull my mom aside and be like, Moms,
You killing me, Smalls.
you're killing me, Smalls. What the fuck you doing here?
What? That's my friend.
Well, she's nice. She's nice. Was there any more to that story, or that was the?
Not really. I mean, I probably pieced out I had to check out about 2.
How was
that.
how was the firehouse?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Normal as shit.
Well,
yeah.
we were just talking about it though. The Sundays there are fucking fun.
I left before it got crazy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I honestly have not been there on a Sunday in so fucking
Yeah,
long.
neither have
me
I.
neither.
Neither have
It's not my thing.
I once spent 12 hours there on a Sunday.
Shit.
done
You could
that.
do that.
Well, tomorrow's
Yeah.
Sunday, right?
Every
That's
single.
true. Touche.
It was at a point in time when I would go out in PB and everybody I knew was going out in PB. So every time I tried to leave the place because all my friends had left, another one of my friends would show up just randomly.
What is this, Mr. Popular?
Yeah, Mr. P.
Everybody loves Alex.
Yeah, and
Barbaric Uncle Ben, dude. Come on.
so I would close my tab out and I'd be walking out and I would see like 1 or 2 or 3 people I know. And so I got there at like 9 in the morning, and then I left at 9 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Oh, that's
And
like a
there-
whole day at work.
Yeah, there was like full shift chains and everything.
Yeah. You had to close out like 7 times.
Yeah.
Because people were
Dude, that
leaving.
gives me a headache even hearing.
Yeah.
That's
Like
scary.
12. Honestly, I could not do 12 hours.
But the
of
thing is
drinking.
the bottles of champagne at that time,
Yeah.
point in time, were so cheap.
Yeah.
So you could just buy like a bottle of champagne and sip on it for a while.
That cooks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Cooks,
yeah.
right?
Andres.
The Andre,
Bro.
yeah, the Andre.
I got fucking bamboozled on some Andres one time.
Wait,
bamboozled
Oh,
again.
what?
Bamboozle.
Yes.
Brought a bottle out.
Yes.
Bro, I was bruh. So
Oh my fuck.
when I went back home to Texas, we had went out one night and this dude was like, "Yo, man, we're doing like champagne specials tonight." I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "Bro, like we can give you a bottle of champagne for $100." I was like, "For real?" Because out here, dude, that's like $250. I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck yeah, bring 2 of them bitches." They came out with the sparklers, fucking that shit, Andres. And I didn't know nothing about champagne like that, so I was like, "Whatever," you know what I'm saying? I drank. I was like, "This shit is horrible." Then we're the next day or 2 days later, we're at the dollar store. I saw some Andres there. She was like $4. I was like, "Dude, I paid $100 for this bitch." It was $4.
You really didn't know? You had
Didn't
no
know.
idea?
Didn't know.
Damn.
Jesus.
They love you guys
Can you
walking
imagine
in.
Dom taking photos in the club like he's balling out?
The Andres.
Like he's doing the selfie, like,
yeah,
Bottle service ain't no thing.
dancing on the fucking
yeah,
couch.
exactly, with
But
the Andre.
The only thing is, to your credit, though, you're not paying for the bottle.
No, you're paying for the space and the,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the
exactly.
drip.
Yeah.
And the
You know what, though? I don't think that a lot of people who've never been in that situation really understand how valuable it actually is to have your own space if you're in a crowded, fucking loud nightclub.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if I had the money, I'd do it all. It's priceless because I'm like, I don't have to deal with anyone.
Yeah.
You got a fucking hot chick, scantily clad, coming over, making drinks.
True.
Yeah,
I mean, if you have the money, I could understand.
and there's some places where you can get a decent deal. Like when Bar West was open,
Yeah.
you could get like a cheap bottle for like
Yeah.
$150 or something like
Yeah.
that.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, otherwise
what?
you're just, yeah.
Bottle service ain't
Fuck
cheap.
me. That is so
Wait, is
expensive.
that?
That's
Oh, that's nothing.
That's
like
expensive.
$300
That's
Australian.
nothing. No, people will spend thousands.
That's why I went ham in
Dude.
Texas. He's like, "Yo, bottles
God.
for $100." I was like, "Fuck
Yeah,
yeah."
No,
that's
my
a discount.
God.
That's like
Super
an
discount.
exceptionally discounted rate.
Wait,
Yeah.
so are you saying that stuff like that in Australia is cheaper or more expensive?
I'm just saying like the conversion rate.
With the I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because they got to get everything out there.
Yeah, everything has to be
Wait,
flown.
but you guys have
we have-
like bottle service at clubs, right?
I don't club. I can't tell you
But
this.
have you ever been to a club?
Yes, but I never had bottle service. I mean, it might be a thing.
But girls don't get bottle service the way
No.
guys
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
So it might be a guy. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I can't tell you.
Attractive
Sorry.
girls don't get bottle service.
Yeah.
though.
Generally speaking.
Fucking hell.
I mean,
couldn't-
if you're an attractive female, you could legitimately go into most any bar and know you're drinking for free the whole night.
Dude, like
Yeah.
Vegas, if you're an attractive girl, is,
Yeah.
is cake. I went out there and met my cousin and all her friends from Miami, and it's like her and like 10 other girls. And I'd never experienced this before because I was out with like my friends as well. The first night I went out with all my friends, and then the next night they wanted me to meet up with them, so I bounced out from everybody, and they're like, "Oh, like come in this club or whatever." It was XS, and we get in, and they got in for free, and they're getting free bottle service from some fucking, Persian prince.
Of course.
Every
yes.
time, yeah.
and he
Meanwhile,
wants
you
to
have to
shit
pay
on your
$50.
chest. Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
And this dude was buying bottles and bottles all night, and my cousin's like, "Hey, like this is my cousin. My cousin, is it cool if he just drinks off the bottle?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem."
Nice.
So I'm like, "All right, cool. Like this is what it's like."
It's
Wow.
still that's always uncomfortable though.
Jeez.
Yep. When
It
you
is, but
reach
it-
for the bottle, it's not
yeah.
yours. Like,
Yeah.
I never
Where you're
do that.
looking like,
I never do that. Like even I've been with a group of females before, and we went to somebody's section. I'll buy my own drinks. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't need your fucking
So,
bottle, bro.
yeah.
I ain't a rat.
This I went to a strip club in Perth, and this is not true at all. I had to pay to get the fuck in, and I was paying for drinks all night.
Really?
Yeah, no, they don't give a fuck like about your fucking genitalia. They just
don't.
no, they
Savage over
don't.
there.
It's fucking bullshit. Like even like I was with a guy and we walked in and I expected to get in for free. Like
You start walking
$20.
by it.
I
They're
was
like,
walking.
"Excuse me,
I was walking.
Where are you going?
Yes, bitch. Oh no. I mean, well, it was still a good night, but whatever.
But they literally stopped you.
They
and
stopped
they're
me.
like,
I
no,
was
you-
walking in. Yeah. Like you would expect that. But fucking apparently not.
How much is a cover at a strip club in Australia or Perth specifically?
Like I think it was $20 to get in. Like something like
Australian
10 to
or American?
Australian.
Okay.
So maybe like $10.
That's not bad.
American.
It's like 10 here. Go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Caesars.
Yeah.
I always forget there's a cover whenever I go there.
Yes, I forget this too. I don't go out often, so whenever I'm told I need to be fucking paying to get in somewhere, I'm extremely offended.
It is kind of ridiculous, though, right?
It is
To
stupid. Do
pay
you
to
want
get
me
in?
to fucking spend money in your establishment or what?
You're paying to
yes,
spend money.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like if you, and then they had the nerve to charge us like $300 for 5 minutes to have some bitch dance on me.
Wait, 5 minutes?
For 5 minutes.
Hey,
like
that's not bad.
My,
No, I'm doing the math. So
My-
that's $60 a minute.
But did you come, though? Is the best.
my,
she did let me touch her, so I was like, that was okay.
So it's kind of worthwhile.
Yeah, it was.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it wasn't bad.
my,
Yeah.
my friend came down and went to Pacers and bought two $500 shots of Richard Hennessy.
What?
Or the whatever that super expensive one is.
It
or
ain't
whatever.
that good.
Louis the
Um,
16th
Yeah,
or whatever?
that
13th?
one is.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
can't remember whatever the most expensive one is.
It's one of those.
And so he bought two of those just so he could go on stage with the strippers.
Wow.
Why? Is that the rule? If you buy those shots,
Yeah,
they
if you
let
buy
you
those
come up on
shots.
stage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, for what, though?
Yeah, I feel like you could just get a lap
Wait, are you
dance.
talking where they give them the dance on stage, like when it's a bachelor party and they put you up there in the chair and
Yeah,
then
something like that.
Yeah,
guess.
great.
don't
I
know
need a
what it was.
fucking yeast infection.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do I want to be on stage for with these goofy bitches?
Technically, it wasn't his money, so
I
mean-
want to look from a distance. I don't
Yeah.
want to touch them.
I could think of a lot of better ways to spend $1,000 than
Yes.
fucking doink doink.
I thought Don Julio was expensive.
I mean, 1942 is.
Yeah.
technically, it wasn't
1942.
his money. He's a liquor rep, so
Oh,
There you go.
good for him
There
then.
you go.
yeah.
I think we should get into some of these Ask
I
An
think we
Aussie
should
questions.
too because we have. Well,
That's
as you
gotta
can
be
see,
dry.
we have lovely
Vegemite breads.
What the fuck is Vegemite?
plate.
I can't explain it to you. It's shit. It really is shit.
No, but you have to like.
Okay.
It's
You
just
have
like-
to try because no
Okay.
one here. I didn't even know what the fuck it was.
So it's just a spread. It's like really savory. It's very salty. Usually you would have it with butter, but the butter didn't melt in time, so you're
all
probably
good.
gonna fucking hate it. So you're just gonna have to wash it down with some white.
I don't
It
think
does.
you're. Well, I don't know. You're a new and improved Vegemite guy. now,
Yeah.
so
Hey,
Based
plant-based
vegan, motherfucker.
bread.
You might like it. It's good. I smelled it though, and I could tell right off the bat if you smell it, you know it's gonna be salty.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
looks like dried out dingleberries.
It does, and that's what I said. It looks like
It
someone
wouldn't-
wiped their ass
yes.
with the bread.
Yeah. So I apologize in advance if you
It's
hate
all
it,
good.
but like if you yak, I'm gonna love this.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I mean,
Who's gonna try it? I'll try.
Go for it. Yeah,
let's
go
see.
for it. And I
So-
wanted to give some to Ziggs. Where is he?
See,
try.
I like that shit.
You
That
like
ain't
it?
bad.
yeah, you like it?
So while we're doing that, let's I'll start some of these questions.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucking eat the shit out of that stuff. That's delicious.
Yeah.
I know
It
if
is
Bradley
savory.
likes it, I ain't gonna like it.
No, that's what I said. You won't like it.
You probably won't. And
Let's try this dookie bread.
Okay, so
It's salty as fuck though.
yeah.
all these questions are from our Discord. So Derek for real asks, was Mad Max based on a true story? Now, I feel like Australia is Mad Max.
I think a lot of people look
Currently.
at it that way.
Currently.
Okay, yeah. Not excluding that even, but I just feel like Australia is just wild country. I don't know why I think that.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like
like
it's like
90% of it is uninhabitable.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And
Yeah.
I feel like everyone there's fucking nuts, and everyone wants to fight.
Yeah, there's no rules.
There's no rules. Everyone's just fucking crazy. Just
Just lawless.
yeah, that's what I feel like. I know that's not real.
I don't
but
feel like there's that many people that want to fight, though. No, like people aren't that aggressive there, are they?
Fuck, it depends where you go.
Yeah.
It like honestly, there like I was saying to Bradley earlier, there are Florida parts of Australia.
Yeah, she was asking me. She's like,
What's
what's the
Florida?"
whole Florida thing?" And I'm like, I don't really know how to explain it other than like all the weird and fucked up shit that seems to happen in this country comes from Florida. Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Alabama?
that's true.
Alabama.
Or a lot of places in the South for sure.
Yeah.
Anything with a lot of heat and humidity.
Stupid shit happens when you're
It drives
fucking
you
hot.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. It does. It literally
doesn't
does.
the murder rate go up?
So they say, yeah. I mean, no, like Mad Max, yeah, it's a national story. We just don't talk about it.
It's very hush-hush.
Do people
Yes.
talk about the emu thing, though?
No, you fucking
I
people
asked her
know.
that. I was like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, I don't know.
Why would they talk about a war they lost?
We
Okay.
don't want to admit to it. No.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like Vietnam. They just brush past it.
It never happened.
No, no.
If you don't know or if you've never heard about it, I heard about this through I think it was a meme, and then I started making T-shirts
Yes.
and posting memes about it. Anyway, so they were kind of hunting down emus. Emus are like big
They're
birds,
big.
like ostriches.
They're like just
right?
a little smaller than ostriches.
I'm just going to
yeah.
stop you there because they're emus.
Yeah, dude.
Emus.
Emus. Thank you.
No,
Emus.
no,
Look
no,
at the
no.
spelling.
My aunt was riding an emu. It's emu.
Wait, you said
Fuck me.
emu?
Emu.
Yes.
Emu.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
That
so
sounds like a
many-
Pokemon.
That does actually. Emu.
So
They are
were
dangerous.
They're dangerous.
They
and
can be, yeah.
They were overrunning basically the entire country. They're eating crops. They're getting crazy. They're stabbing people. And
They got talons and shit.
Yeah, they
So,
do.
I just want to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
sure. So they're like a smaller version of a.
No, they're
fucking-
about the same.
They're
It's
like,
an ostrich.
they're like a velociraptor.
Yeah.
Really?
They're like, I'm sure they're probably like yay high.
They can get
Is
tall.
more violent than ostrich.
I mean, I guess.
I think they're similar.
guess.
Yeah, I
no,
think
but
they're
you guys have another one. What is it? The cassowary?
cassowary.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can talk
that's
about
probably
that.
the one that you're-
Yeah.
What about the
Oh,
ones
sorry,
that?
is
What
it-
about the magpies or whatever that come down and?
yeah, magpie season. So that's spring every year.
What the fuck is going on that island?
Everything wants us dead. Yeah, every spring they just swoop you. It's just it's
What?
like
Because they're guarding their nests?
yeah, it's
Oh.
territorial. Because they've obviously just been breeding. Yeah. So whenever you come into their territory, they will fucking attack you.
You ever got attacked by one?
No, I haven't.
That's his biggest fear.
I understand your fear of birds. They're
No, I've been
fucking
attacked by
beady-eyed.
crows before.
Well, I
What?
thought it was
Yeah.
seagulls. You've
No,
also been
crows.
attacked by crows?
Oh my
turkeys
god!
in the grocery store.
Third Thanksgiving,
fuck.
he just cries.
Holy shit!
Please, no.
No, I didn't
Fuck.
get attacked by them, but there was two turkeys walking around town one time.
Wait, so you're legitimately saying, because you have said seagulls, we talked about that on
Wow.
episode 8.
Yeah.
So seagulls, you talked about turkeys.
You talked about
and
turkeys.
then now you're saying crows also. So you've legitimately been attacked by three species of birds.
Same thing she was talking about with the nest. Some crows had a nest on my brother's roof on Bayard, and whenever you would go to walk in the house, it would swoop down
would
and
dive
attack
bomb you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dive bomb.
Yeah.
And it would even just people who were like walking down the street, it would dive bomb them. So we would just sit there in the front of the house, just watching it dive bomb people as they walked. They'd start sprinting.
I
down
mean,
the
that would
street.
make for
That would
great
be entertaining.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
BB gun. Fucking
Yeah,
start
yeah.
picking people off.
Hell
fucking
yeah!
slingshot.
Yes, yeah. I
Bow
used
and
to.
arrow.
I used to be a vet nurse, and the only animal I've ever euthanized is a bird. So I'll take one for you know.
That you
Yeah.
did yourself?
Yes, myself. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those dinosaurs. You do it with a hammer.
Was it
No,
She just threw it against the wall.
was it dying or you just did it for fun?
no, yeah, Nurse Jackie over here. No. I think it got injured or something. So you just get a needle it's like a green fluid, and just straight into the brainstem. Through
Sounds
the
like you're
back
trying
of
to
the
make Hulk.
It's probably fucking antifreeze.
I mean, it looks like antifreeze, or coolant as we call it. But yeah.
Wait, you never. What the fuck? The emu thing?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
no, you're
Yeah.
good.
What's the
Okay, so they had they were overrun. Like seriously, this is what I was reading about. That they were
Okay,
killing
did you
all
read
the
this on
crops.
like a
Yeah,
reputable,
no, like legit.
legitimate
No.
website? Okay.
This is a well known story outside the country because they
Okay.
don't talk about it. Okay, so they were overrunning, and they hired a retired general, retired army guy. He was some army dude. They hired him and some of his old army buddies to go kill them.
Oh,
But they gave them like military grade equipment.
What?
Yeah,
Give me
yeah,
that
and they were
50 cal.
so they were saying they were like
Sick.
roaming the countryside,
Mounted
just
machine
killing
gun.
emus by the thousand.
That's amazing.
Fuck.
yeah.
yeah.
But
That's
then
amazing.
so they basically thought they'd won, they'd killed them all, and then more emus showed up. They breed like crazy.
Yeah.
And so then emu, and they never actually won. So that's the whole story of the emu
Wow.
war.
So at some point, some version of this actually transpired.
legit,
actually
yeah,
took
legit.
place.
Wow.
I can't remember if it was late 1800s or early 1900s.
Oh, I was thinking quite recently.
No, it was a
Okay,
while ago. I
okay.
believe. I could be wrong. I don't
Right.
fucking.
No wonder I haven't heard of this.
I don't fucking know. Man, I don't know. I read it
You know
somewhere.
how much PCP I just smoked?
God willing, that fire will take care of him.
Yeah.
God
Yes. Oh, good point. God.
This was a question, and I've lost who asked it, but how influenced is Australian culture by American culture?
I saw that.
That's a good question.
That is
Yeah.
good. Fucking massively. You would be surprised. I mean, we've got. Although seeing it now, everything's really different. But we do have 7-Elevens. We've got KFC, McDonald's.
Yep.
We call it Macca's.
Wait. Macca's? Why do you call it that?
Macca's.
Okay, this should dovetail into a conversation about all the words that Australians shorten,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
would work well.
We
but
don't
by
have
all
fucking
means.
time to say words like you do.
They're busy. They're
We're
busy fighting emus.
There's an emu revolution going on.
So no, we call it Macca's, which is MACCAS. So I mean, in a lot of ways, I mean, especially now that I know being on Discord, we take a lot from you guys. Culturally, words, I mean, like I don't talk like most people my age, like millennials, but they do take on a lot of words like
slang.
fucking slang,
Yeah.
your American slang.
That drip.
Drip.
Hey, Lou, dripping.
Dripping all the way down to Australia, and if you want to put out some fucking fires while you're there, but no, just slang. A lot of your culture. It's like the hats that you guys wear, we call them. What do we call them? Flak.
Like a
Like
hat
the
like
flat
this?
bill hats?
Yeah.
You just call it
What
like
do you
a
call them?
flat bill?
Flatties?
That
Or
sounds
flatters?
Flatters?
No,
Wait,
we
what's
Sounds
the,
legit.
tell everyone what the word for flannel is. Like a flannel?
A flannel top. So we call it flannel.
Bueno.
Everything is just shortened with
Yeah, we don't have
But that's
time.
not even
We've-
shorter.
No, it's not. It's just altered.
It's just a different letter.
Yeah.
No, everything in Australia ends with a Y or an O, or an A. Just
There
depends.
must have been
like
one guy.
Spanish.
There must have been one guy who started this
I'm gonna change
like
the game.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he was just so cool in his little town. They're like, dude, this guy has drip.
Or you're just super retarded.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
guy knows what's up.
It was
Yeah.
E-Man.
Yeah. He's from south of the river, and only Perth people will get that. But yeah. No, you're not wrong. Did we answer that?
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah.
Why
So
not?
you're from
Sure.
Perth?
I'm not. I wasn't born there, but that's where I
You
live
live now?
currently. Yeah.
Word, word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Perth.
Word.
Perth, not Perth. Perth.
Okay, this is a Dizzle for Shizzle on Discord.
Yes.
Do different states have different accents?
Yes. Oh my fucking
Wait,
god.
are they called states?
Yeah, they're states.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Okay, yeah, no, they're
I
states.
thought they were territories or something.
We do have a northern territory, but they're still referred to as states.
Or cell blocks.
So how many, for those who don't know, how many states are there in Australia?
No Australian knows this. Why are you asking me?
They don't teach that in
Fuck
history.
me. Yeah.
They don't know about the emu wars.
Oh.
They don't know how many states they have.
We don't give a fuck. No real
We're
Australian
like,
cares.
recite the
It's
Constitution.
I couldn't even tell you. I'm maybe like 8. Everyone in the fucking comments now, you're not fucking Australian. That's
Fuck 'em.
Yes.
I don't know how many states are in this country.
No, something like 8.
Changes all the time.
Here's a real question. What's the percentage of the population that lives on the coast?
All of it.
Yeah.
No one wants to live in the middle. No.
This is what, too hot?
It's too fucking hot. It's actually uninhabitable. I mean, some people live in Alice Springs, which is in the dead center of. It's called the red center because everything's red, everything's hot. You fucking die.
Like, how hot does it get there? Like,
I mean, Aboriginals fucking managed to
Well,
make it out there for fucking
they're
thousands of years.
physically designed to live there.
They also got forced out there too.
Yeah.
They didn't really have a whole lot of say in that matter.
Yeah.
I thought
Sorry.
were they actually? This is about to get off. Like,
This is gonna get political as fuck,
No,
and I'm
I
gonna
don't want to
be
get political, but were they on the coast or were they?
No, everywhere.
I thought,
everywhere.
Oh, they were just everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Different tribes. I assume
Yeah.
like Native Americans here. Sorry, should I say Native Indians?
Not
American.
Native Indians.
I don't know.
Native
I
Americans. Yeah, we
don't
call them
know.
Native Americans.
We don't
Native
call
Americans, yeah.
Aboriginal people black people either. That would be extremely offensive in my
that's my
country.
next question.
Yeah.
Because the Aboriginals, if they're people that are originally there and they live in the center, like, how dark are they?
Oh, they're dark. Like
Like
darker
me?
than you. Darker than you.
Darker than me?
Yeah.
Yeah, black Australians.
You've never seen photos of
Yeah.
Aborigines?
Damn, I'm gonna come through.
Get
Dom's like, I got a DJ gig in Central Australia.
They don't even have electricity.
There's a fucking keg out there. Like, yo,
You would be.
stupid ass.
You would be.
And his camo pants.
We have
like,
like
you couldn't even see your fucking
damn.
legs.
Yeah. Oh god.
Aren't there like vineyards and shit out there? And
Yes, yeah, we've got heaps. I bought some wine from Margaret River, which is from my state. It's beautiful wine country. But the most notable wine country is in like Victoria, the Barossa Valley. You may have, I don't know if you're a
Now I know
sommelier.
Napa.
Yeah,
Only
only the
Diana knows
Soms
Napa.
would name. Yeah,
Wait, so Perth,
Um,
for those who don't know, because I never really knew, is on the left side of
West
Australia,
Coast,
right?
yeah, West
and
Coast.
then what are the major cities on the coast of the right?
Yeah, so I mean, you've
At the East
in
Coast?
in Queensland, which sorry, we didn't answer that. The accents do change by state. Queenslanders are the fucking worst. You're all disgusting. Fucking peasant.
Do you think Americans would notice the difference though?
No, you'd probably think they're fucking New Zealander. Yeah.
Sheepshaggers?
Sheepshaggers. No, sorry.
So
So,
it is different.
in Queensland, it does vary. Tasmania and Queensland specifically. So Queensland, capital's Brisbane. Everyone knows Sydney. You all probably think that's our capital of our country, which it should be because even I forget that.
Yeah.
Canberra is actually our capital.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
There's
Yeah.
a bunch of spots like that here too.
Sacramento?
Like Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know this.
You would never
Yes.
think, being from
No.
California or even visiting the
LA.
state.
It was
LA is
it was
what I would have
originally
thought.
San Francisco.
It was.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That
Why did
makes
it
more
change?
sense.
Yeah, I think it was for the trains, right? There's more trains out there or something, so people could travel there more easily.
They just had to give a reason people to move out to Sacramento.
But it's like that in every state, though. Like, what's Washington's Olympia or some shit?
What?
Like, why isn't it Seattle?
Why is it? Yeah.
It's so
It is
fucking-
Olympia.
Yeah, it's Olympia.
No,
Or
I've never even
Tacoma
heard
or
of
something.
this.
I don't
Them.
remember.
Yeah, fuck them too.
Fuck them states.
Well, there's like a
Yeah.
lot of states where they have like one city.
Yeah,
You know what I
Wow.
mean? Like that's it. There's pretty much one city in Washington.
That's my
That's
whole
true.
state.
So Perth is where it's at then, huh?
No one wants to go to Perth.
Oh, man.
No, I wish you would, but you know.
This is a personal question. I feel like Dom probably has the same question. Why does it? If I look on Instagram, it looks like the entire country is just bad bitches.
Hell yeah.
The entire.
Yeah.
because you follow Instagram models.
Yeah,
Maybe I
think
don't know.
that's it.
Yeah.
It'll just be a random chick will comment on our. I mean, I look at every single one.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a random chick that comments on our IG, and I just look I'm like, oh, she's cute. Oh, Australia again.
They're all bad bitches out there.
No, I agree with you 100%, but I also think it might be a case of the grass always being greener.
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh, we've got.
But
some-
I even asked her about it because I've seen an inordinate number of fucking women from Australia, and I'm like, same as you. I feel like a majority of them seem to be really, really hot.
Yeah.
And
Ridiculously so.
I also wonder because everybody's sort of condensed in more urban environments there.
Yeah.
Whereas here you have a lot of like dilapidated meth towns.
It's more
People
spread
living,
out.
you know, yeah.
Um,
I feel like you guys have dilapidated
we do.
meth towns.
Oh
too.
yeah, I'm from one. Yeah, for sure. That was
got
me.
out.
That was legit me. Yeah, no,
I'm sure not as many as we have. Though.
No, maybe not. But yeah, like country Australia, like meth is huge. Yeah, there's nothing else to do in these small towns. So
Even
just-
small
yeah.
towns America,
Yeah,
you know? What the
you
fuck
just
are you going to do? You're going to
smoke
breed
some-
and you're going to do meth.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally.
Doing meth and just being out in the sun at like 150
Yeah,
degrees.
Oh,
that,
you'd
that
die.
does not sound pleasant.
No,
at all.
no.
Arizona. No water.
Got to pump up that AC. Yeah, especially if you're fucking sweating, chewing your face off.
Fucking-
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
God.
Heart rate just fucking
Yeah,
going
just-
crazy.
Yeah.
Is the
God.
Tasmanian devil, is that a real thing?
It is. Yes.
Is that a real animal?
It is a real animal. Yeah.
You didn't know that?
He goes around
Yeah.
fucking doing
It
tornadoes.
just.
So it spins really fast?
Yes.
Fuck shit up.
Oh, they fuck
with the
shit up.
emus.
Yeah. We should breed them.
Wait,
and
are they in Australia? I thought they were just in Tasmania.
I mean, they're in zoos and stuff, but yeah, they're like native to Tasmania.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
answer my
crazy
question.
fuckers. Oh, they're crazy. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
next question. Trujillo says, why do Aussies hate Kiwis? Is that true?
What's a kiwi?
A kiwi.
New Zealand,
New
right?
Zealand,
Yeah, kiwi.
A kiwi. I
Yeah.
love kiwis. Those are delicious.
Yeah, like kiwi fruit.
Do
yeah.
you really? I'm
They are
surprised.
amazing.
I'm
My
genuinely
plant-based
surprised.
Plant-based.
2020.
Yeah.
Do
All
you
day.
go skin on or skin off when you eat it?
Skin off. Come
Oh,
on.
thank God. I was going to.
Wait, you eat them with the skin off?
Fuck
Oh,
that.
fur?
That's where all the nutrients
But the
are, baby.
fur.
Yeah, it's like eating a
Same
pussy.
thing with
Yeah, I was going to say.
I didn't know that. I didn't even think you could
Yeah, you can.
conceivably actually eat it with
They're
the skin
fine.
on.
Yeah,
No,
it's totally fine.
it's-
I mean, you can scrub it down a little bit so it's not like.
Yeah.
I
Like
think-
eating wax.
Fuzzy
Yeah,
wuzzy?
no.
Yeah.
Like eating a tarantula? Like,
Yeah.
that
God.
tarantula
Have you
pussy?
eaten a tarantula?
No, fucking Jesus Christ.
This is a little
No,
bit of a
no.
tangent here, but I realized the other night, and we should do this like a whole episode. I've had people ask us about this, but you can actually order some really fucked up, weird ass foods on Amazon. Like I found dried tarantula. You can get canned rattlesnake, kangaroo, like a bunch of bugs and shit, scorpions. You can get all on Amazon.
I like how you put kangaroo.
No, but I'm
yeah.
saying if we did an episode where we were all sitting around eating random shit, I think it'd be funny.
I'm down.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down. I'll eat-
Kangaroo's
I'll eat
Dude, the
all
delicious.
tarantula is $30. One tarantula.
I'll eat a fucking tarantula.
So would I.
I love it.
Anyway, I digress.
You guys are brave.
I ate a scorpion in
in Thailand, right?
In Thailand, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
They have bars in Denver that you can eat the scorpion in the shot.
Yep.
I like
yeah,
it.
because usually it's like in tequila or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some
The fucking
fucking
stinger still on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
They take that
damn.
off.
Yeah.
Then they had a
really
bag,
good.
like a bag of frogs, but they're deep fried frogs, like the full
The-
frog.
oh my-
That's
not
probably
just like-
delicious.
It was so good. You're drunk on the street.
Eating fried frogs?
And it's not just frogs. It's like a bunch of bugs and like whatever. And
Yeah.
That's fucking
it's
terrible.
like potpourri, baby.
Wow.
They hand you that clear bag, deep fried,
and you're fucking
little
hammered.
salt, and you just
Yeah.
it's so fucking good. I'm telling you, it's so
Fucking-
good.
That's
I've had
terrible.
alligator.
Gourmet.
Gator's fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gator
Well,
is
I've
good.
had crocodile. Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
What is the difference between a gator and a crocodile? I have no idea.
The size?
Yeah, maybe.
Doesn't one of them have like
The jaw set.
taller legs too? Like one of them
Um,
stands a little taller off the ground.
I don't know with alligators, so I can't. I don't know the
Yeah, I don't know.
comparison.
I got
yeah,
no idea.
Yeah,
They're basically dinosaurs. Who cares?
they
That's
are
true.
fucking.
Did we
dinosaurs.
even answer that question? 'Cause
I don't
know
even remember the question.
Trujillo, why do Aussies
Oh, by the way,
hate
hate
Kiwis,
Kiwis.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, we really digress.
So that's a real beef.
I think I think it's just novelty. It really, no. I mean, shit cunts. He's Kiwi. He's
Oh, really?
he's awesome. He's great. Yeah.
Shout out to shit cunt.
Yeah, shit cunt. Yes. Yeah. Cheers.
So it's
Demonetize.
So it's not like a real beef then. Like when you see him on the
we
streets,
just compete.
it's like,
No, they will fuck us up. Have you seen a Maori guy?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Maoris, they
they're
don't
like
fit.
they're like
Yeah.
scoop size.
Really?
Like they're
New Zealanders?
built. Yeah, like
You never seen them do the
yeah.
haka?
Yeah.
Oh
The
man,
fucking war dance?
they will fuck you up.
They're my size, but
well,
way
not you. They
smaller
may not
dicks,
fuck
though.
you up.
It's well documented. Their penises are very
Documented. They have innies. The smallest dicks on the planet.
And then Scoop's just gonna fuck. Yeah, no, I'm not really. It's just novelty.
I feel like
We've
it's
just had
how we are with
competition.
Canadians,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
it would
we
be
don't-
like that.
We
No.
don't really hate them.
Yeah, Canadian
Who
shows up.
doesn't?
We're not. Hey, fuck you, man.
Canada. What do you? Who doesn't?
Fuck you, stupid Canuck.
Yeah.
We'll roll up. It'll
Go
be a
back
new
to Canada,
state.
you fucking pussy.
I'll re-enlist just to roll up on Canada. It's a new state, baby.
fucking bully.
Whoa.
Looks like free real estate.
Oh,
You can get that
Shit.
French bullshit the fuck out of here. No English, get the fuck out.
There's a new six god in town. damn it.
wow. Fuck.
Okay, Dizzle for Shizzle asks, why do you drink out of shoes?
Because we're fucking disgusting. Like
the
we
shoey.
yeah, I have no real answer
Where
for that.
does anyone know where that comes from? Or is it just one of those? So, okay, for people who don't know, you take your shoe off, you fill it with a beer, and then you chug the beer out of your shoe.
It's a rugby thing, right?
I honestly don't know. It's just an Aussie bloke thing. Like it really is. We're just fucking disgusting. We come up with new shit every day.
Would bloke be equivalent to bro?
Yes.
Like a
Yeah,
bro thing?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
So it's like a
yeah.
bro. All right.
Yeah, bloke, mate, cunt. Yeah.
I love that word.
I
Oh,
know.
it's
I
so
just
good.
I hate the fact that Americans are so
It just
you
roll-
know, they want to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
Other countries just embrace
Which
it.
is why you guys
Okay,
have
wait.
such
We
a...
need to, before, because this might not be a question, but we need to fucking. I need you to explain it. Fairy bread. You need to explain fucking fairy
I should have
bread.
bought fairy bread
I
in for you
heard that.
guys.
I heard something like
it's-
fairy
It is
floss?
the wait. Just she'll tell. It's the
Okay,
dumbest
okay,
shit
okay.
ever, dude.
It is the dumbest shit ever, but it is every Australian's upbringing. If you don't have fairy bread as a kid, you were never born. You may as well just give up on your childhood dreams.
You don't exist.
You no. If you're 5 years old, go to a kid's party and there's no fairy bread, just fuck that. No, flipping tables.
Okay,
Fuck.
but you need to explain what fairy bread
yes,
is.
sorry, Bradley. So yeah, fairy bread, much in the same way as Vegemite, you just get a piece of white bread, butter that bad boy up, and you got to slather on the butter. Like the butter is mostly what makes it. And then we call them hundreds and thousands, but they're just it's
We
like
don't call them that.
no, they're just sprinkles, like that you would put on a cake
Oh,
or a
little party
cupcake.
sprinkles?
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, just fucking
Butter
salt bay that.
sprinkles?
Little diabetes sprinkles.
Diabetes.
That's exactly what
Diabetes. Exactly. So yeah, that's fairy bread, and then you whip that out at a 5-year-old's party.
Sounds like some broke shit I would have done
It
for
is.
a friend's birthday in college.
Dude, I said basically it's like what you would invent if you're like 6 years old and you're at home. You're like, Mom, I'm making fairy bread.
Or in prison for your homeboy's birthday.
Where do you think my country came from?
For your cellmate/boyfriend's birthday.
I love the fairy
So
bread.
have you heard of fairy floss? Is that a word?
Yeah,
Fairy
we
floss?
call it fairy floss. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. What? Do you not have it here?
No.
Oh,
I think there's a word for it. Shout out to JoJo. But fairy floss is cotton candy.
yes. Oh,
right?
sorry. Yes. Yeah, it's cotton candy.
You've
yeah.
heard it referred to that as
Yeah, we
before?
call it
Fairy
fairy
floss.
floss.
I've
Fairy
never,
floss?
I've never
Yeah,
heard
fairy
that.
Fairy
floss.
floss. I was like, what the fuck
Why?
is that? Cotton candy.
Because it's like floss.
Would you like some
cotton
fairy floss?
candy.
Why do y'all make up shit?
That's what I said.
We have all the shit for you. We have all
The words are ready to go.
We did all the shit.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a port new?
A Newport?
Oh, no.
We got all the shit. Just take it from us.
I never heard the fairy floss.
Yeah,
That's
fairy floss,
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I should. Yeah.
I can't wait
I-
until they get White Claws and fuck that shit up.
They call them like whiteys or just claws or something
Whitos.
shorter.
Close. Yeah.
Claws.
Well, that's what you guys call them.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. Yeah, I mean, did we answer that? I think that was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Yeah. Smashing pissers. Do y'all really walk around the grocery store barefoot? Is that a thing?
I would say based upon her response, maybe.
It's a fucking thing, and men do it. Fucking Aussie men are to the fucking trash. No.
Is this by the beach or is this like
Anywhere you want to
walk
go.
around barefoot?
Yeah,
Wait,
they
but
do.
it is, in general, or they specifically do it in grocery stores?
In general, like they'll go down to the servo, to the convenience store.
Servo.
Yeah, to the servo. They just don't give a fuck. Like I couldn't think of anything worse. But they do. They
Do they do it in restaurants?
Oh no. Well, I
Oh.
fucking hope not. No, usually we have a dress code in restaurants and
Yeah.
things.
So well, that makes sense.
they're driving or they're walking to the store barefoot?
Usually they drive. It's just laziness. They're just fucking bogans.
That's I like that word
Could
though.
they at least
the
get
bogans.
flip flops? Like,
Yeah, I would say so.
thongs.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called? Thongs?
Yeah.
You know what we call thongs out this motherfucker?
Wait, have you never heard flip flops called thongs?
Nah.
Because I used to call
Oh.
it that as a
Yeah,
kid.
really?
Thongs.
Before
yeah.
I moved to San Diego, it was thongs. Not
Yeah, it was
flip-flops.
thongs. Yeah,
Oh.
it didn't become flip flops officially until I'd say like the last 10 years.
No, it was,
Why?
I would say it was probably moving to Southern California. It probably became more common as called flip flops.
Okay.
Wait, you need to
interesting.
talk about what else you can't get at a fucking grocery store because that surprised me.
Yes, yeah. So it amazed me that you can get alcohol in a grocery store.
Just like a normal grocery store.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
liquor,
Like if
liquor
you
or
were at
beer?
Vaughn's or
Alcohol,
something, you
both.
could buy
in
booze.
general, yeah.
Yeah, in Australia, there are laws. There's restrictions. You can't serve alcohol inside a shopping or inside a like a Coles or what do you like Walmart? But we don't have that in Australia.
But that's state by state. So like there's states like Florida where you can't
Oh, okay.
But it's rare though.
you can't
Yeah.
sell beer or
or certain
liquor.
types. Okay.
liquor. Yeah,
But I feel like, yeah, like you said, it's probably more common to be able to buy alcohol
Yeah.
in a grogrocery store.
And I feel
than
like
it's
the rules
not.
are a lot stricter in Florida because, that's what
Yeah.
I mean, there's a fucking
They have
reason.
strict rules, and look what's happening.
you would think, but there's also no last call there.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Oh, wow.
Ever?
Methed out.
Wow.
Just they-
yes,
they just
yeah.
never
They don't
close.
sleep.
I think the last call's 4 o'clock.
I think
it might
it's
be.
4.
But
Wow.
you can also like in South Beach, you can drink on the beach and on the street.
Okay.
Which that should be
Everywhere.
That should piss me
God
off.
damn it.
We've talked. Yeah, it should
Drives
be.
me nuts. Can you guys drink on the beach?
Not legally.
No.
Wait, so that's a good question. You can't drink
annoying.
anywhere because
No, yeah.
Like if you go to Las Vegas, in Las Vegas, you could actually walk up and down the strip where all the hotels and everything are. You can actually drink while you're doing it.
Same thing with
Yeah.
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you cannot like if you would do that here, you get ticketed.
Yes,
I
yeah.
have to say it's one of the greatest feelings on the face of the
I
planet
agree.
to have a drink out in the open and just walking around.
Or just like when we used to be able to drink on the beach, you're just hanging out on a Sunday, having some fucking
Dude,
beers.
I remember
Yeah.
being in South Beach. We were at the Clevelander, and I got bottle service after my aunt's 50th birthday party, and everybody was trying to bounce, and we still had like half a bottle left, and I just fucking poured it in a plastic cup and walked out.
See,
Well, then they
that's
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, it's legal, so we just.
I was just gonna say that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like pissing in the street.
Like when I was in Thailand when I
Yeah,
had a
exactly.
beer on the scooter. I was riding the scooter, I was drinking a beer. Found out that wasn't legal. But
Did you get stopped?
I didn't get stopped, but somebody was like,
Oh,
the
like,
German guy who
don't
owned
do that?
the
Ooh.
little hostel. Or no, it wasn't a hostel, it was like a hotel that we were staying in. he was like, "Yeah, you can't do that."
All right, so it's illegal to drink or drive pretty much anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Except for Africa.
Africa.
No, you could drink and drive in Montana.
Really?
At least when I was in Montana, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Well, there's enough
Because
open
they-
space. You're not going to get
I was
caught.
literally, I was gonna say they don't really give a shit because if you're doing 100 on one of these back fucking roads, you're just gonna kill yourself. You know?
Okay.
One of my friends' one of my friend's dad was a cop back in the day in Fresno. Which, if anybody knows Fresno, it's like
The asshole of the fucking state.
of the state, and it's like total agricultural area too. And this is like way back in the day. But he pulled a dude over who was super drunk and driving. And back then, like a DUI wasn't like much of a thing. And so he grabbed the guy's keys and he threw his keys in an open field. And he's like, when you find them, you can drive home. And he just took off.
That's
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
Wow.
I like that. I like that.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Okay, so V-Rox asked, how do you account for the over-representation of the Taste of Gentlemen audience? So for
That's
reference,
good. Yeah.
for reference, I think on YouTube it's 45% of the viewership is Australian.
Fuck.
The audio is like 30% is Australian.
Nice.
Considering there's not as many people in Australia,
No, there's
Yeah.
like 30
Yeah.
million people in Australia.
and
or
the
something
second
like that.
biggest city of all listeners, so if you just put them in cities, is Sydney.
I thought it would be Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we loved?
It's.
I mean, I like it. But
yeah.
question.
No.
Because I've
We're in the
often
wrong
wondered-
country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
We'd
You
have our
are.
own TV show down there.
But
You
then if we
could.
lived there, they would hate us. Like,
No,
these fucking
no.
douchebags.
They still love Mel Gibson. What are you doing?
Well, we fucking don't. You can have him. Yeah, no, because I mean, and I've discussed this before, but because of the message that you guys send across, obviously, like you just don't give a fuck. You use cunt as often as we do, so you want us there. But yeah, no, it's
We won them over with the cunt.
the cunt. Yeah.
Respect the cock. Tame
Yeah.
the cunt.
That's not bad. Yeah, no. It's just the message you guys put across. Like, no one gives a fuck in Australia. We just all want to have a good time. And you guys do give some good advice.
Did you catch the pause there?
Yeah, no. It's just a good time. And yeah, I think the guys, I mean, especially clearly you have like such a massive male following and it is more prominent in Australia as well because, I mean, God, there's like 2 females to every 10 males.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's kind of real, right?
I thought it was the other way around.
I mean,
I don't know. I've never been, so you
Wait,
could-
so
you
are
can
you
tell me
saying
better.
Australia is a big sausage fest? Is that
It's basically
it feels like it.
it's like San Diego.
Man Diego. I don't mind that. Yeah.
Hillcrest.
In
Yep.
small towns especially, like there's because it's just all guys. They're just there to work. They just make money. Yeah.
So what do the girls do?
Suck dick.
Yeah.
moving to Australia, boys?
I like
Well,
getting my dick sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I like getting my dick
This
sucked.
might shock you.
Yeah.
Well, they do get run through because I mean, like I said, the ratio, like, so
Yeah.
they get all this attention. They love it. It's great.
So it's filled with a bunch of hot chicks who like to suck dick and
Not
get run through by
necessarily
a bunch
hot.
of dudes.
in those small towns. And
Tom's like,
that's my game.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yes, yeah.
I'll fight the fires. I promise. I'm going. One trip.
With that seed.
Wait, before I forget, you need to talk about your initial experience with San Diego
Oh,
roads.
fuck me. I was here for 5 minutes and your roads are fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
They're disgusting. No, they're bad.
I guess I'm
Dom,
just
they're
used to
bad.
No, dude, literally like 37 seconds. He was like, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
going on?"
Yeah,
here?"
legit. I was like, stopped mid sentence, and I was just like, I need to say something about these roads. These are fucked.
so bad.
It's really bad. That wouldn't fly in Australia.
Really?
Like it would not be
Well,
okay.
San Diego for a long time was like a small beach military community.
Okay.
So like
They didn't account for all the fucking
Yeah.
population.
Yeah,
growth.
exactly.
But even
So, like,
still, though, bro.
Yeah, dude, they got the fucking funds. It's not like they don't
Hell
have the
yeah.
funds.
when I went to New York and they
Yeah.
have harsh winters.
Yep, 100%.
Why are the roads nice?
Yeah.
And they have bad roads in comparison to a lot of the rest of
Yes.
the country. They're known for their bad roads.
Yeah.
They were way
I would
nicer
say,
than San
from what
Diego.
I've heard from people who visited here, I would say that California, especially Southern California, probably may very well have the worst roads in some of the entire world.
It's because they didn't.
I think so.
It wasn't necessary because of the way the weather is.
Hey, I don't care fucking excuses. They got
Yeah.
the money.
No,
I
they
know.
do.
Why are you sticking up for them?
No.
Fuck your local government.
Yes.
I'm just giving some logic
Fuck.
here.
Hey.
Honestly.
It's not necessary to have like good drainage in San Diego because it doesn't rain very
I
often.
get it.
So that's why when it rains, all the shit fucking
But
floods. and
it's not
everything
even
is-
just drainage, dude. Like
No,
legitimately, you live in PB. You drive around PB
Oh, I
in
know.
Mission. It's like
They're-
like
yeah.
fucking you chitty chitty bang bang chitty chitty bang bang.
But if
You know, it's ridiculous.
If you notice now that money's flowing into the area and people want to live in PB and all this shit, they got like the trolley coming in and everything like that. Now they're all fixing the roads up and all that kind of shit.
I know they need to do it faster. They got the fundage. They
Hell
can do
yeah.
it.
I was gonna
Charging so
say,
much on rent. Take some of that rent money.
It makes me really mad, actually.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
when I drove Coast Highway all the way up through Oregon and into Seattle. The first thing I noticed, the roads were immaculate.
Yep.
Like it was torrential downpour, and there was no water on the road.
Wow.
And the roads, there were no potholes, there were no crack, nothing.
You know how many bent rims I used to get when I was sitting on 24s?
Oh,
But were
no.
they spinning?
They was spinning.
They were spinning.
I can always count on Dom to drop the one-liner comment of the day.
Jada, you got another question?
Bunker. She asked.
Good old Bunker.
Yes.
Fuck it, I missed.
Shout
Oh
out to
wait,
D.
this is actually probably the most important question we've gotten so far.
Oh, shit.
Do Aussies scream "oi oi oi" when they come?
I fucking love that. Of course we do.
I didn't think that was an Aussie thing, was it?
The oi oi oi
Oi.
thing.
It's
Aussie,
like a
Aussie,
British
Aussie, oi, oi,
fucking...
oi.
Yeah, that's all I know it from.
I know TJR. Oi!
Oh yeah.
Like Scoop dancing around downtown.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd hear at the cricket. I don't know, the cricket, the footy, you'd hear that.
Excuse me, the footy.
The footy, AFL, Australian Football League.
Oh,
Yeah. You should see it. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's more gnarly than. See, I fucking learned that from Americans. Yes.
Shred some gnar, bro.
It's like gridiron. Is that what you guys call it?
That's,
Wow.
that's
Like
a nickname
football?
for football,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
except
gridiron.
there's a lot more contact. Like you'll get fucking spear tackled to the ground.
And they don't wear pads, I'm assuming.
Nope, nothing at all. We're hardcore. We don't give a fuck. Like our
Wait,
They
you play football with no pads?
nothing,
Yes, rugby.
nothing.
It's rugby, basically.
Oh.
No, don't fucking confuse it with rugby.
my bad, my
Wait.
bad.
What are we talking about? I thought you were talking about the
Slightly
same
different
thing.
shape
No,
field.
they're very different things.
Are you talking about soccer and versus rugby?
No, football versus rugby. Australian league, so Australian
Wait,
rules
so Australian
football.
actually has like an Americanized style of football?
Very
No.
similar, but
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
With no pads?
no pads, no protection, nothing. Yeah,
Not
no,
even a leather helmet?
nope, no.
That's great because that's where I was going with like the 1920 fucking
No.
football helmet.
No, that's why so many of them get concussed. It's actually a really big deal now. It never used to be, but
If only they had some sort of head protection.
Yeah, because that's helping the NFL.
yeah,
Dudes
yeah.
are murdering their wives because of CTE.
Oh, yeah.
Ew,
Oh, that's
oof,
dark.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Shit got real quick.
Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, from you guys, I'm happy.
Most of these questions are
Racist?
no. That's actually true. I'll tell something after this, but
What's
Okay.
up with the fat bitches in Australia?
yeah, exactly. Most of these questions like
No fat bitches allowed.
come on, like,
Yeah, I already know. You know how it is.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I got a couple things that I've made notes of just from the Discord.
Yeah.
Toasties. What's toasties?
So toasties are grilled cheeses, but we call them toasties. They're fucking delicious.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of cheese is it? Is it coon cheese?
Oh yeah, we mentioned that. I forgot.
I make mine with coon cheese.
So that's
it's
like
a thing.
craft, right?
Yes, like craft. We do have craft as well.
coon.
A bit coon.
Of all names.
Bit of coon. Yeah.
That's my ace boom.
It's-
You know what
It's-
coon is in America, right?
Yeah, we use coon
It's
as
slang
Yeah,
for
Mom-
Africanus
I might-
American.
yeah.
Mom used to sleep
we-
on the back porch with him.
Oh, see, with this shit wouldn't fly, and I'm getting boycotted. They're not going to fucking let me back. Yeah, no, we can't use that word really.
Yeah, it was funny. We were on. We do the voice chat in Discord,
Yeah.
and so like a bunch of people that are on the Discord, we'll all get in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, one day it was you were on there, I was in there, and there was a group of other people in there.
Mm.
And this guy was going on and on about the coon cheese, but he kept making these jokes, and it wasn't overtly racist, but I knew it was racist by the way he was saying it. And I had to ask her later. I was like, "Was that?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that was real bad."
Oh shit!
That's fun.
Was
Because he
it an
kept
Aussie?
going on about it, and I was
Yeah.
like, it just sounded super weird.
See,
Yeah.
I thought it was just racist the whole time, and then I come to find out it's actual cheese. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cheese.
Yeah, it's cheese.
Like you thought it was slang for just some racist ass
Yeah, I
shit.
was like,
No,
all right. And then I was like, no.
Um,
we
saw a
don't
commercial.
say that.
wait,
shit.
ranch dressing. You guys don't have it, right?
Ranch. I mean, we do have ranch dressing, but it's not as fucking massive. Like it's
Really?
yeah, no.
It's the best dressing there is for
Yeah.
salad.
That's what I was
Calm down.
explaining,
Yes.
dude. I'm like, it's fucking delicious.
His
Dunkin'.
new plant-based diet. He was so pumped out. He's like, really? You can't eat that?
Wait, ranch doesn't count as plant based?
He's like, wait, there's other dressings?
It's like
Streaky bacon.
streaky bacon. I can't explain this without having bacon in front of me. So there are two parts to bacon. So do you guys get the large part of bacon, which is kind of like an oval shape?
No.
Hell
No?
no.
That's
I
like-
think is that
that's a
Canadian
Canadian
bacon?
That's
Oh,
yes.
okay.
yes, it's known as Canadian bacon.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's like middle bacon in Australia. We call it middle bacon. Streaky bacon is the part which I think is apparently more prominent here, like the streak.
Where it's got the fat.
It's got the fat
Yeah.
though. Yeah. I actually have to go out of my way to get that shit in Australia. Like it's almost always sold out. But it's my favorite part of bacon.
Should be everybody's favorite part.
It should be. It's the
that's
best
like a
part.
food group in this country. It's regarded as like its
God.
own food group.
Fuck.
Streaky bacon.
Yeah, streaky bacon.
Anything with high fat percentage in it is delicious.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. It is fucking amazing. But yeah,
true.
streaky bacon.
Any other questions?
Most of them
Are
are
we at that point already?
quite silly. Yeah.
Damn.
Holy shit balls.
Yeah.
Has it
That's
been an
whenever we
hour?
ask for questions, some of them are really good, and sometimes I'm like, please, just the question, and then they're just talking, and I can't.
Are Australian
find-
women's vaginas upside down?
I mean, that
When
is
they-
funny,
They
man.
are.
They squirt counterclockwise.
yeah, dude. I agree.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You got to be
They do.
careful what you ask for because when we do ask for questions, oftentimes it's like
Stupid.
There were a bunch of good
Yeah.
ones like that, but there's no answer to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I gotta ask
it's a
them, like-
rhetorical, funny
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Worth
So
a
we will
mention.
not ask any rhetorical funny questions
Ever.
if you
Ever
ask.
again.
Ah.
I think we should pop this E.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to join in on the E? I think you have to.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
right.
only
It's
if
only-
you want me. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you guys are happy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
For the American
Okay,
culture.
so February 8th, all the
For the
information's
king.
on
For the
Discord.
culture.
We're going to do the party. Seems like it's going to be really fucking fun.
That's soon. That's like what, 2.5 weeks?
2.5 weeks.
Fuck.
2 weeks?
Wow.
No, 3. What's today? I don't know what today
What
is.
is today?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I
Yeah.
gotta start training.
Yeah. People are sending me their flight itinerary.
Did
Training.
you see the meme that fucking, what was it, Derek? With me, my photo from my website, like laying in bed and said Bradley the
Yeah,
night of
and
fucking
Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah.
9 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I'm like,
was
he ain't
great.
wrong.
I saw mine. It was like some like Watts riot.
I was, oh, he's good. He is
That's
good.
funny.
So, what do you guys think of the
The Vegemite, yeah.
I like
yeah.
the Vegemite.
Yeah,
I
I,
like that
see
shit.
Alex is not a fan.
Nah.
Scoop didn't even attempt it, you
I didn't
racist fuck.
Nah, not your thing.
I'm too racist.
That's just like that's just
Wait, what'd you think? You and I are the only ones
Dom, you
apparently that
smashed
ate
it.
Oh, I smashed it.
It's
Well
good
done.
though.
Not
that's
bad.
just dry sandwich bread to me.
I know, sorry. And I think
Dude,
the
I
fan-
didn't. I bought bread at 7-Eleven. It's not like I planned this out in
Whoa!
in
Don't
advance.
take it personally.
I know. Yeah. Well, the bread is fine, Bradley.
I'm gonna eat the rest of that.
I don't like white bread.
Oh shit!
Nah,
I mean,
it
it's
wasn't
it's,
bad,
it's
though.
I
half
liked
white.
it. I don't
I'm
think
glad.
it's as bad as like a lot of the
I'm
Aussies
glad.
on fucking Discord made it seem.
Yeah, even myself included.
And someone I can't remember who sent this to me. I have a whole
Chipper.
box. It was
Yeah,
it's Chipper.
yeah.
Okay, I have a
Chipper.
box of food that we're gonna try on the show. I think it's not gonna be on the show though. We'll talk about that later.
Because it
Okay.
tastes like shit.
No. Sorry, it'll be on YouTube, but it won't be part of the. It'll be a standalone thing because
Okay.
we're gonna do a little bit more
Oh yeah.
behind the scenes
Yeah.
kind of fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. But anyway, so we'll try that. Next show drops next Monday.
Yep.
My balls was hot. Yeah. That's it.
Prove it.
Love you guys. Let's pop that E.
Love you too.
All right.
And a 1.
And a 2.
And a 3.
And a